Hi guys, Evan here at Photobacks. Have a quick tutorial for you today that I was just thinking about and thought, you know what, I'll record my screen and share this with our Facebook friends. So let's take a look here at what I have open. I've got our calendar template open here from our Advantage package, and I've got a photo open I want to use with it. And I was thinking, when I look at this calendar, I don't really love what I see. I'm not sure I love that background to get started. Well, of course, you could always take this background and do a Control U hue and saturation adjustment and change this to anything you want, but maybe you just don't even want to use it at all, and that's totally fine, like with all of our templates. But in this case, all I really want to use is the photo I have as the background, and then just use the calendar as sort of an overlay there to have a nice product to give my client. So let's go to our background layer. I'm going to click on that. I'm going to take the photo I want to use and just drag that right over into the template, as we would with any of our templates, just drag and drop. You'll notice that photo comes right in, and it pretty much, let me just maximize this here on the screen, it pretty much covers the entire area of the template, which is nice. However, the way the photo is set up, it's not really extending to the edges to where I want this subject of the photo to be in the template. So first thing I'm going to do is just Control T and resize my photo just down a bit so I have her exactly where I want her on the canvas here. Now, I'm not using the entire photo here. I'm just using part of it, but it really lines up nicely with the calendar that I'm working on. So I'm going to double click that to save my transformation. Again, that was Control T, just to free transform here in Photoshop. Using CS5, that'll be the same in Elements. Now, what I want to do is basically get rid of this ugly yellow color behind here and really just have the background of my photo extend off the canvas here. I don't want to distort anything. All I'm going to do is add a color layer behind my subject. So I'm going to go back to my background here, so when I do add this color layer, it comes above that background layer. And when I do, I'm going to sort of blend the color together. So I'm going to come down here to this little icon, looks like a half black and white circle. And if I just click on that, it's create new fill or adjustment layer. So I really want to create a new fill layer here, a solid color. So I'm going to click on that, come up here to solid color. And now you'll see that I get a pick a solid color option here. I can pick any color I want. You'll see it starts coming up into the workspace here. But I'm going to pick a color just by coming over here and selecting this purple color, or any purple here from my image, or any color from the image you can see here. Let's just pick a nice purple to kind of match the image background to start. So I'm going to say OK to that. Maybe get a little more deeper purple there. Say OK. And now I just want to blend the two together. So how am I going to do this? Well, I'm going to do it with a layer mask. Very easy to do. Click on my photo that I dragged in. I'm going to come down to this icon, which is our layer mask icon. So I'm going to click that, add layer mask, and you'll see it comes up there. I'm going to make sure I have that selected. And the next thing I'm going to do is go over here to my gradient tool, which could be under the paint bucket here. So just go to your gradient. And I have the linear gradient set here. And I'm going to make sure that I have black selected. That's OK there. And I'm going to make sure that I'm on my layer mask icon, or the thumbnail for that layer mask. Okay, so now I'm all set. Have the gradient tool, have black selected, and I'm going to create a mask. I'm going to start at the edge. I'll come up close here. I'm going to start at the edge of my photo. I'm not going to go over here because I want to blend it starting here and then out so there's no hard edges. So I'm going to click down. I'm going to hold down Shift on my keyboard and click down here and just drag this right about to the edge of my calendar and let go. And look what happens. It creates a nice soft faded effect. Your photo just blends right into the background there. So you have all the control over this. You could do this over and over and make it look exactly the way you want. But I like that it kind of just blends out. There are other techniques. We could clone some of this background and put it into here. But I just want to show you how easy it is to kind of get a nice background, solid color background, and blend your photo right into it. Next thing you do with the calendar template, of course, is change any of the colors on the calendar. So in this case, we've got that black background, which would be here on our calendar. We don't have to have that there, but let's just leave that there. And then Control U on our keyboard will go to our hue and saturation, or Command U on a Mac. Click on Colorize, and we can really start to play with all the different sliders here and get a color that we want that really matches the photo that we're working on. So something a little more unique, a little more different for the project that we're doing. So something like that, for example. So it's a quick adjustment, really doesn't take a long time. And most importantly here, you didn't have to use the background we gave you. You just used the photo that you had, use that as your background, kind of blended it into a solid color, change some colors on the calendar, and we're good to go. This calendar template is fully customizable. You can see all the different dates here, all the different months here, so you can change all of them to match the year that you're working on. So you could change this to 2026 if you want to, or you could go back in time and change it to 1975 if you want to do a class reunion. all these dates then can be changed to match the calendar. And we do include a video tutorial on this with the Advantage package to show you how to work with our calendar templates. So hopefully you enjoyed this little tutorial here. I wanted to show you something today. And we are also working on our webinars here, so get ready for the next webinars coming up this month. You can go to photobacks.com/webinars. The topics should be announced today, and we'll have that on the website as well. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.